made it to my hotel out here in the background. So it was like an hour and a half drive here. I'm in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and I'm only here for the weekend, but I could not find this place. I'm pretty sure I passed it 2 times, but then again, I was going to a gas station to pick up some drinks and also get some gas, because like as soon as I got into the town, my gas was like pretty much out. So now I'm just gonna walk around the town for a little bit until I can check into my inn, and we're just gonna go and see some sights in the town. I hope you enjoyed the scenery up till here, because I did. It was like I was gonna get into a car crash because I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Anyways, let's get going. This is the Gettysburg National Cemetery. I got my postcard, and I think this is the main cemetery in the town here. But the thing I like about Gettysburg cemeteries is all of the structures that they have. So, just like this one in the center here, they have that, and then the hell is up with this walkway? Sorry, I'm gonna walk over the grass. And all of these spots here is graves. Look how green it is and long it is over this one grave here. And this cemetery goes on and on and on for so many tombstones. All the way down that way, all the way down that way, all the way down that way, all the way down the hill to the absolute end. Ah, it's crazy. I'm currently in the cemetery bathroom, which is awesome that they have that here. It smells like dog, or like a vet, or like a grooming place for animals. And I'm happy that it's air conditioning, and I'm not mad. I'm liking this. I'm liking this place right here. My feet are killing me. I've probably been walking around for 2 hours straight around these cemeteries and all that in the town. And hold on. And now I'm gonna try and backtrack where I've been so I can get back onto the road that I was already on before I got lost into the cemetery. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully, I don't know, I'm not that hungry yet, but I feel like I'm probably gonna be eating soon, so maybe I can find a place to eat. Until then, I'll keep you guys updated. See how we feel once we reach the surface again. Okay, so I finally checked into the room and put all my luggage in the room. And right now I'm going to give you some tour shots. So let's go through that like little montage kind of thing. It's really creepy. It's really nice. I love it. All right, let's go. right now, because I already did like 3 hours of walking, I'm going to take a shower, and then I'm probably, I don't know, gonna relax for a bit because I'm kind of really fucking tired after all that walking and the heat, and I'm just sweaty and gross. And so I'm gonna hop in the shower real quick and I'll be right back. So I had to quickly take a power nap, but now I'm going downstairs to go to the dining hall and we're gonna get some food. And I packed all my shit up in this small bag, and then maybe later I might do a ghost tour, but I'm not entirely sure yet. So we'll see then.
You can follow me. There you go.
Thank
Do you want me to take this stuff away?
Yes, please. There it goes. This is how their menus come. Load up. He just brought me this. I forget what he said it was called. He said pickled watermelon, I think. And I'm gonna try that. He said it was a Civil War dish. So let's try that. It's really not that bad.
You're welcome.
But it does kind of burn my throat. It's so good. But look at all the different foods they've been bringing out. Bread. This is pumpkin fritters. This is sweet potato pudding. I forget what this is. We already tried that. Bread with apple butter. And then this is mushroom and red pepper penny with Alfredo sauce and some garlic bread.
standing building in the town of Gettysburg. Now, when the Reverend Dobbin built this place, he built it as kind of a garrison house slash school. It was a garrison house because, well, this was still the frontier back then, and they needed to have a big house in town that was built stoutly that people could hunker down in if there was any kind of an issue. Now, they also, and this was a perfect place for that. He actually diverted water from a stream, and there's actually running water in the basement. So, now they actually had made this place as a school, possibly because he had 19 kids. Not a lot to do on the frontier, apparently. So he did. Anyway, here. Now, if you get back over here, you can see there's two chimneys up there, right? On the second floor, the Reverend Dobbin had set that up as kind of a barracks for his kids. And buy enough time for the rest of the Union Army to get here. He lines his guys up. He goes, push those Rebs back into the woods, and he turns to his men and says it. As he says it, he gets shot right in the back of the head by a Confederate sharpshooter. Falls off his horse. His men are devastated. They love this guy. He's dead. They have no idea what we're going to do. They end up putting him in this house because it's a stone house. They figured it was going to be around, and they could come retrieve his body after. After the battle's over, they come back here and they start cleaning him up. They're washing him all down, and because he's all dirty and everything. And they take his ring off his finger, and they start washing his hands and stuff. And one of the guys looks at the ring and goes, hey, there's an inscription inside. And it says, Dearest Kate. And they're going, who's Kate? They knew he wasn't married. They didn't even know he had a girlfriend. So they put the ring back on, and they said, well, when we bring him home to Lancaster, which is about an hour and a half away, that's where he lived, we'll tell his family to make sure they tell Kate, because Kate obviously is important to him. They bring him back and they lay him out in the parlor. That's what they used to do. And they don't know who Kate is either. They have no clue who she is. 3 days after he's out for the wake, people are coming by, paying their respects. Knock on the door. A woman shows up. She's got a ring too from him. Her name's Catherine. There's your Kate. Turns out they were secretly engaged before the war. And the reason why they had to be secretly engaged is because, guys, will you leave a little space right there, just so we can buy? The reason why they were secretly engaged is because she was Catholic and he was Protestant. And that was a big no-no back then, apparently. This? Yeah, actually out of here today. We have really good, beer's really good. Okay. And I have these sausages and pierogies. Calm down. God. Yay! Okay, so as I said, there was no houses and stuff out here during that time period. This isn't ghosty, but I really love this story. Right where we're standing right here, if you look in front of us right here, in 1913, they had the 50th anniversary of the battle, and there was a sea of tents. There were 50,000 old vets that looked like this guy right here out there, kind of reminiscing the good old days when they were out here fighting on the battle. They actually even did a recreation of Pickett's charge. You can imagine all these old guys, you know, on the field coming, oh, I'm gonna get you this time, here we go, walking up the hill. So they're going up there doing that. Now the Union soldiers are on top of the hill, watching these Confederates all walking very slowly up toward them. And they said, we can't let this happen again. They started crying. They ran down over the hill, right to them, hugged them, treated them as brothers. This was a wonderful example of the country coming back together, and kind of a lot of, really representative of the fact that the nation kind of healed in a lot of ways. So it's kind of cool that happened. And I would love to have been there. That would have been cool.
Hello? Hold on.
Can you tell us how many of you still reside here?